because we do not want to miss. Give me a second, make sure we are completely set up and live. And there we are. So there we go. All right. So welcome everybody. Welcome to Awareness Wednesday Prime Time. We are your hosts, Reggie and Victoria Flanagan out of New Jersey. So welcome to our platform. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And as always, you're all our co-hosts. And thank you for joining us tonight, this evening, because we got a special one for you. So before we get started, I'm going to pass this platform back over right over to my better 7/8, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan. I'll give you information on why this platform is so important to her. Victoria, take it away. The floor is yours, doll.
Thank you, my dear. I love working with my husband, and this platform is just to keep you aware, family. Keep your head on the swivel, like I always say, to find out what's going on around us. This is for our health and for everybody's health. So just pay attention, take some notes, get your family members involved. This is the season where suicide is the highest, depression is the highest, stress is the highest. Everybody is not happy at the holidays.
Correct.
So this is why I chose mental health. This is a serious, serious topic. If you're listening to any of the news, this is a very serious topic. So that's why I chose this one for December.
Absolutely. Now she covered this. We covered this morning on Awareness Wednesday morning,
Awesome
and it was
call.
an awesome call. A lot of great feedback. So I don't expect anything different, but this is live. You get to see us, get to conversate if you need to, but more importantly, the subject at hand is extremely, extremely important. It really is, especially around this time. My wife said around the holiday season, that's when it's at its highest. So let's pay close attention. So let's get started now. You know that there's so much going on. We talk about different topics on this platform every single week: high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, obesity, just to name a few. But this one tonight is extremely important. Now, we have done this before, but Victoria is what we call a multiplier. She's an adder. She's always finding more information that's going to enhance our knowledge in these different issues. And she does a great job at it. And I applaud her for what she's doing and her due diligence, her commitment, and our loyalty to making sure we get good, positive, effective information that's going to help us in the marketplace when we have people that we need to speak to about these different issues. That's why it's so important. So she said, take some notes, take some copious notes. If this is your first time connecting, either Facebook or Zoom, take some notes tonight, because you never know, the information that you're going to hear tonight may help you or someone you know. And that was one of the feedback we got this morning, that some of the platform on the platform, she spoke about some of these different things or issues or subjects or symptoms, and it related to somebody on that call this morning. So you never know who's listening. You never know who we can help. So that's why we do what we do. So our topic, as always, is serving God with a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And our scripture: Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. That's 3 John 1 and 2. Our subject today, as you can see, mental health. Who do you know that may be going through this right now? Are you connected with us tonight? So the information you're going to hear is for you. So pay close attention. And again, take some notes, because you may not write these things down. Because at the end, if you have a question, you can always raise your hand and help get that information or answer for you. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to pass this right back over to the certified health coach, the urchin, my better 7/8, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan, who will give information on mental health. Victoria, take it away. The platform is yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
quite
Thank you.
welcome.
I'm still sending it out, folks. Still sending it out. You'd be surprised how many people this topic will touch during this time of the season. So let's get started. Again, our subject is mental health. Like I said before, this is the season. Everybody is not happy. If you're just listening to any of the news or passing by, it's so much going on.
Yes.
So I started the call this morning with just what happened in the past 4 days. Some things that was just out of line that we heard in the past 4 days on the news. So there was a couple of subway slashings. There was a couple of school stabbings. There were 3 women attacked by sharks in the Bahamas. I mean, if you would have heard this before, would you have gotten in that water? We don't know. So Sunday, there was a young man. He killed 4 members of his family, and he had some serious mental illness. Indeed. He stabbed 4 members of his family, 2 children, 11-year-old and a 12-year-old, and he also stabbed 2 police officers. He was off his meds, and the family was afraid of him. They didn't know what to do. So they were calling services. They were calling family members who could take him in. He also stabbed the aunt. So she's in critical condition, but she's going to make it. So that's another story. And then just yesterday, in Virginia, we heard this gentleman, he was shooting flares in the air, and the neighbors called the cops, the police came, and there was a standoff.
4 hour standoff.
4 hour standoff, and they were getting ready to go in, and the house exploded.
He ignited the entire building he
But
was in.
exactly, the neighbors were saying that something was wrong with him
Yeah.
anyway. He had aluminum foil over the windows. So I'm just saying, in this platform, keep your eyes open, family. You never know how close this topic is to you or your family. So that was just some of the mental health issues that's plaguing our America. It's happening. It's all around us if you just open your eyes. Nobody have to take it personal or, have to get really close with it, but everybody has somebody in their family if you look around. So that's why we chose this topic around the holidays, because it's serious. Then you have people that have lost family members that weren't here last year. So the Christmases are going to be a little different. The holidays are a little different. And loneliness has a way of bringing things out.
Absolutely, it does.
So that isolation part has a way of bringing things to the surface that you didn't think was bothering you. But you get alone and you get something to drink, or you have having a cocktail, and now you want to just take everybody out in your building. So the holidays has a way of doing that. The numbers of suicide is the highest. The depression is the highest. The murder rates are the highest in the month of December. So we have to just pay attention, be diligent to your area around you. So let's get started.
Before you do, I just want to add to that too, and think about it. Who do you know? You don't. You can be walking down the street, as you're seeing everywhere too, and all of a sudden somebody jumps out at you, pushing you down, punching you, shoving you, hitting you over the head with certain things, shoving you onto the train tracks. You hear it every single day. There's something happening here, and you always hear the same thing. They were off their meds. They weren't taking their meds.
Absolutely.
Something is wrong here. There's something wrong with this picture.
Disconnect.
A big disconnect. And with that pandemic that we had, where people were sheltered in by themselves, closed in, the walls coming in, a lonely feeling, isolation, like she mentioned, that just escalates the issues that you're going through. Escalates it. And that's a major, major problem. Like the man that just killed his 4 family members. He thought, based on what conversation they had with the other family, that the cameras that they had around in the house, he thought the government, somebody was spying on
watching
him, and was really freaking him out. So he snapped.
So you don't never know, family. You just never know. So we're going to talk about the brain today. Mental health issues. It's brain health. I mean, mental illness. It's real. You're going to hear the numbers. You're going to hear the stats. It's a real thing. So it says the brain chemistry can be affected by nutritional intake, which is why it is important to feed your brain properly. Take your natural products. The facts about your brain contains over 100 billion nerves in your brain. The brain stem regulates basic life functions such as your heart rate and your breathing. Everything starts at the top and works its way down. The adult brain weighs about approximately 3 pounds. That's just a brain fact. Now, mental illness, mental health. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, nearly 1 in 5 United States adults live with mental illness. So that's around 51.5 million people in the United States that live with a various type of mental illness.
That's recorded that they know of.
51.5 million.
That's a huge number.
It refers to a wide range of mental health conditions, disorders that affect your mood, your thinking, and your behavior. Here's some examples. You have depression, you have anxiety, you have schizophrenia, eating disorders, addictive behavior, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorders. You have drug addiction, psychosis, bipolar. You have sports and brain injuries. You have PTSD. The majority of our children, school-age children, have PTSD. It's something to really think about and listen to your children. Also, anger issues. So many people are so angry. Learning problems. The environment that we live in and the choices that we make can alter your genetic expression. This is called your epigenetics. So recent follow-up studies found that there are 500% increase, meaning 5 times more diagnosable mental problems among our children, young people in high school and in college today. Good conversation this morning. So here are the numbers. Mental health students in school. It says that about 1 in 2 children develop a mental illness by the age of 14.
Wow.
1 in 2 by the age of 14. 8% of our youth have an anxiety disorder. Suicide, listen to this, suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death through the ages of 10 to 24. You have 10-year-olds that's committing suicide. 10. The next one is 37% of students with mental health conditions age 14 or older, they drop out of high school. The highest dropout rate of our disability group are the age of 14 and a little older. It says 50% of our lifetime cases of mental illness begins at the age of 14, 50%, 75% by the age of 24. They say by the age of, 22, the brain is not fully 25. The brain is not fully developed yet. Also, it states that 70%, listen to this, 70% of our youth in the state and local juvenile justice system have a mental illness. 70%. What's going on with our children, family? Also, the average delay between the onset of symptoms and intervention is 8 to 10 years. It takes about 8 to 10 years to get properly diagnosed at the age of 14.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
That's
absolutely crazy. So it says approximately 32,000 children in the Department of Family Protective Services is estimated that over 50% of those children have been diagnosed with a mental illness in the United States. 50%. With the shootings in school, with the stabbings in school, you have so many of our children that have PTSD. We didn't have to deal with nothing like that back in our day, but now it's among our children. The generations are changing, and you have to talk to your children. You can't be afraid to share anything with them.
I'm telling you.
You just can't be afraid. So it states the facts here. It says 350 million people are now diagnosed with depression. Depression is next week. You got to tune in for that one.
That's Wednesday.
But 350 million people are now diagnosed with depression. 1 million of which have been known to or will commit suicide by the end of the year. Look at those numbers. It's staggering. It says depression is predicted to be the #1 cause of disability through the year of 2030. It is a global epidemic, a public health crisis. They're doing grant funding for mental health. It was all over the news today in New York. The governor is pulling money for grants for mental illness.
See that?
They have to do something. They really have to do something. So how we define depression, there's no measurement for depression. There's no list of symptoms for depression. We can't measure it. You can't monitor it. It's different for every single body. Everything is different for everybody. So it says a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, and the patient getting a list of their own signs and symptoms. So each person is totally different. Now it says depression and anxiety can be a symptom of toxic heavy metals in the brain.
We speak about that all the time.
We talk about it all the time, all the time. So the most common being mercury and aluminum, with close number runner-ups. You got copper, nickel, cadmium, lead, and arsenic. Everybody, and I say everybody, has a different volume of toxic heavy metals in their brain in different combinations, which increase their levels of toxic of everyday foods, contributing to the general rise of inflammation in the body. That's what dementia is. What's the other one? Dementia.
As far as what?
The getting older, Alzheimer's, that's inflammation in the brain. That's exactly what that is. So it depends on how much heavy metals you have in your system, you know, how much are you intaking? And y'all know we went over the heavy metals thing, so it's pretty intense. Truly, truly pretty intense. So it also states that neurologically, you have neurological damage, organ failure, heart and lung ailments, cancer, and other serious diseases and conditions. So you got to pay attention to that. Now, mental health symptoms, mental illness symptoms. Here's just some for mental illness. Hold on just a second. Okay. There we go. So, mental illness symptoms, feeling sad and down. You just don't know why, and you can't shake it off. The next one is confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate. You can't get your thoughts together. You can't quite, you know, pinpoint everything and get it together. The next one is excessive fear or worries or extreme feeling of guilt. That's another one. Extreme mood changes from highs to lows. First, you the life of the party, you dancing around the house, and then the next minute you crying over a commercial or something on TV. Those highs and lows, that's bipolar. So pay attention to how you feeling. The next one is withdrawals from friends and activities. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to be bothered with anybody. You just, and it's the holidays. So you got to think about things like that. Significant tiredness. You're tired and you don't know why. You didn't do anything. You just woke up and you're tired. So you're not sleeping well. The next one is detachment from reality. Are you delusional, a little paranoid, or you have hallucinations? It happens, and you don't have to be old to have that either.
Don't. Not at all.
With now they got all these CBD gummies. You don't know what people slipping into something or got you chewing on something. Pay attention. They'll be taking everything from everybody. The next one is the ability to cope with daily problems or stress. This is the holiday season to be stressed. Just don't take everything too serious. Okay, the next one is trouble understanding or relating to a situation or to people. You can see their mouth moving, but you don't know what's coming out of it. You're just looking at them like, womp, womp, womp. You're there, but you're not there. You got to pay attention to that. The next one is drugs and alcohol. It's the holiday season. Everybody wants a cocktail. Let's have a cocktail. Let's turn up. Let's do this. Let's do that.
And that makes you worse than what you are.
It only brings out more of what you're going through. Exactly. Alcohol is not always the answer. You'll have fun for a minute, but when you crash, you're going to crash. So the next one is major changes in your eating habits. Are you snacking too much? Are you snacking every 15 minutes? You just left the kitchen and you're back in there looking for something else. Pay attention to that. Are you making better choices of snacking? You know, you reaching for that pie. It's only one piece left. Let me just eat this one little piece. Or the coconut cake. It's 2 slices left, but you're going to eat both of those too. Pay attention to what you're intaking while you're not thinking about it.
Because remember, you are what you absorb.
Absolutely. Your sex drive changes. Either you want too much or you don't want none at all. And rape is high too. That's on the rise as well. They're not talking about it as much, but it's out there, family.
Correct.
The next one is excessive anger, hostility, and violence. These are the holidays. Like I said, so many people are angry and they're just quick to want to fight, jump out there and just push you down, road rage. I mean, it's
they want you to feel just as bad as they do.
There you go. There you go. That's it.
They want you to be unhappy and unstable, just like they're feeling.
Absolutely. That's it. And then the last one is suicidal thinking.
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
This is the season for that, family. This is the season for that. I mentioned last year we had I don't know if I brought it in here. You had the what you call it? The Miss America. Miss America, she jumped off the 60-store building. That was last year around this time. Then you had Twitch from the Ellen show. He committed suicide. That was around the holidays.
Yep.
And there's so much around the holidays. You don't know why people are going through what they're going through. It's different things for different people.
You've seen the commercial about depression, and they show this little mask that always shows a smiling face. That's what
And
they want. And
behind that,
behind that
mhm,
is all the pain, but that's the persona that they put on to make you think that everything is okay when it's not. So you can be speaking to somebody right now and think that they're good, but inside they're suffering. And at
mhm.
any moment, a switch can go off and they can snap. And
Or I
some in some
can't wait
cases
to get
don't
out of
know
here.
exactly.
Exactly.
I know a guy right now who is seriously a manic depressive, and he's going through it right now because his insurance, health insurance, changed from one he did not like, but the company went to a different company and one he didn't like. The one he used to like or didn't like, but he's going to one now that he doesn't want. But it's just really, really
Getting under
getting
his
under his
skin.
skin big time. I mean, causing him to lose hours, time at work. I mean, it's really affecting him to the point he said, my life is over. That's how he's feeling. So you got to listen and pay attention, like she said, to those
Listen to the
signs.
signs.
Listen to it.
Absolutely. Listen to the signs. So they say it's 1 in 5 adults. So, what is mental health issues? It includes emotional, psychological, and social well being. It affects how you think, how you feel, and how you act,
Mm-hmm.
as well as how you cope with life. Everybody can't just take things real easy and brush things off, like cool beans. That's all right. I got this. I can handle it. I always say check on your strong people too, because your
Yeah.
strong people are always picking everybody else up, but they need to be picked up sometime
Mm-hmm.
as well. They need that pat on the back every now and then too. So check on your strong people, the ones that everybody depends on. They need your help as well. It also says it also helps to determine how you handle stress, how you relate to others, and how you make choices. It's all up to you. It's all starts right here, family. Mental health is important at every stage of your life, from childhood to adolescence, all the way through adulthood. Now, some adults are dealing with things that happened to them when they were children. They never got help for it. They might have pushed it under the rug. The mama said, what happens in this house, stay in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And they just pushed it under the rug. But now, as adults, some of these things are surfacing and coming out, and they don't know how to process that
Right.
because they never processed it before. You got to pay attention to every single thing. Some people will talk subliminally, thinking that maybe I can trust you, so they'll just put little bits and pieces out there. You got to pay attention to the language.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is, what are mental illnesses? What are some of the mental illnesses? They are serious disorders which can affect your thinking, your mood, and your behavior. They may also occasionally or long lasting. They can affect your ability to relate to others and to function each and every day, like you was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Mental disorders are common. More than half of all Americans will be diagnosed with a mental disorder at some time in their life. If you have never lost a loved one, you don't know what all that mental illness can build up in you. My mom has been gone for 8 years now, and I still come in here and talk to her. She's been cremated. She's right there in the dining room. But those emotions still well up for me sometimes. So you just like the holidays. My mother was a dancer. I got her favorite song. I'll put it on and dance around in the house for her. But these things has a way of flaring back up. So pay attention to these things. But there are treatments out there, family. You are not alone, and you don't have to suffer by yourself. There are treatments out there. People with mental health problems, they can get help. You do not have to suffer alone.
Correct.
And it's nothing to be ashamed of at all. They're talking about everything else on TV. You can talk about this as well. This is brain health. That's how we look at it. Brain health. You got to feed your brains. So why is mental health so important? This is why. Because it can help you cope with stresses of life. It can help you be physically healthy, healthy brain, healthy life. It can have good relationships. That's very, very serious, people. People are not staying in relationships like mom and dad did back in the day. They just stayed together no matter what. These relationships are lasting a good whole 2 weeks nowadays, if it lasts that long.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is to work productively. Not are you physically working, but are you productive in doing that? The next one is realizing your full potential. Do you know what you are capable of? There's so much more that you can do that you limit yourself to,
Mhm.
you know, because you've
Mhm.
never tried it before. Put yourself out there. You never know what you can do until you step over that threshold. They say all your money is on the other side of fear. Once you get past that, you can do anything. I mean, you feel like a superhero. So just get about doing your business. The last one is making meaningful contributions to your community. If you can't help yourself, go help others. That volunteering thing, getting among other people, helping people less fortunate than yourself. Just get among people and start a good conversation.
Mhm.
You would be
Mhm.
surprised how you feel when you get home. You know how much you have accomplished for that day of helping somebody else. It's so important to do that, and it's good for your brains. There's a doctor that I follow, and I know Miss Linda Kidd was talking about. She watched him on TED Talk. He has a good TED Talk too. His name is Dr. Daniel Amen, Amen, like Amen, Amen. He's a brain doctor. He takes people's brains
Brains.
after they have passed and he dissects them,
Correct.
and he figures out what happened, what's going on with this brain. He does his work. He's done football players,
Concussions.
concussions
Mhm.
and injuries and all kind of things. And he's very good at what he's done. A little short guy, but he knows his work. He said, this is how you can improve your mental health, how you can improve. First, he said, is gratitude. Gratitude is absolutely everything, people. Like I said this morning, get you a gratitude journal. Get these little journals. Go look on the porch in that box up under the tree. Get
Mhm.
that box because I just bought a whole bunch of journals for Christmas. I'm giving them out for Christmas. But you need to write these things down. Write down at least three that you're grateful for at the end of the day. What are you grateful for? What have you done that you are appreciative of? You can be grateful for just waking up in your right mind, getting dressing yourself, that you got a roof over the box, the red box. And then just, be grateful you got a roof over your head, food on your heat, cold as it is here in Jersey. You got heat. Uh, just little things. And once you start writing down these little things that you're grateful for, God can bless you with more. The more you're grateful for, the more you're going to be grateful that you have. I got a sign in my living room. It says, thankful, grateful, and blessed. That is always there, always a reminder that we are truly blessed. So gratitude, attitude of gratitude. Exactly. I want to show these journals real quick. They're on sale at, what's the store? Burlington Coat Factory. These are little journals.
These are
Some
gifts
come
she's
with
giving out.
pins, and it says blessed across the front.
Mhm.
I got two of the same because I'm giving them to some sisters that says blessed. You can find them anywhere. This one says, with God, all things are possible. It's just a book with just nothing but paper in it, family. Write down your thoughts.
Mhm.
Thoughts are things. Get it out of you and on paper. Here's another one that says, live in the moment. There's so many different journals that you can choose from that you can purchase, but just write your thoughts down. I'm telling you, it's therapeutic.
Mhm.
Write it down. Get it off of you. Write it down. Sometimes you don't even have to keep it. You can write it down, tear it up. You can write it down. You can burn it. You can do whatever you want, but it's out of you. It's out of you. You expelled it, so you don't have to hold on to that. Or you could journal about your day, or you could journal about, things that you're going to plan for tomorrow and stick to it. Stick these, put a bullet point there. I'm going to do this tomorrow and do it. So that'll take your mind off it. Journaling is really good before you go to bed too, because it cuts down on that mind chatter. You don't have to sit there and worry about it because you don't wrote it down. So now you're thinking about something else. But those are just journals. So get a gratitude journal. Going into 2024, get yourself a journal. Get a couple of them. Have one for this, one for that. Keep one in your car. Just get it off of you. So Dr. Daniel Amen says to stay positive. Write it down. Be physically active. That's another one.
That's very important.
You
Exercising.
got to move your limbs, family. You got to keep moving.
Because if you're moving, you're not thinking about that other stuff. You're concentrating on your workout.
You concentrating, trying to breathe so you don't pass out. That's what you're concentrating on. But it's serious. Exercise is the antidote for depression. If you move your body, it really is. It really is the antidote. So you just got to continue to move. So do something. There's chair exercises. Everybody has a phone. You can pull up exercises on your phone. You could do high interval training. You can do something in 10 minutes. They got some chair exercises. They got yoga. They got meditation. Meditation is another one. Find you a quiet space in your house and just start to meditate. Just start with 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You can just start there. But meditation works wonders as well. The next one is how to improve your mental health is to connect with others. Don't be isolated. Don't be by yourself. I mean, everybody needs their time. But if you need to get out and get among others, do that. Get out and get among others.
Get a therapist if you need. You need to speak to somebody.
Get a therapist. Go talk to your pastor.
Absolutely.
That's in the report too.
Please.
Go talk to your pastor. Go to the barbershop. Talk to the barber. I mean, get your best friend. Get a dog. You can talk to your dog. So connect with others. That's how you can also help your brain. Develop a sense of meaning and purpose. Why are you here? What did you get up for in the morning? Have that sense of purpose when you get up. I was saying that Dr. Miles Monroe got a book on purpose. Wayne Dyer has an excellent book on purpose. I can't think of the name right now, but he has an excellent book on purpose. Find your purpose, find your meaning of why you're here. Sit down, talk to God, talk to the creator. He's the manufacturer of you. So talk to the manufacturer on why he made you and why you're here. So once you figure that out, you can get about doing your business. The next one is get enough sleep. Very important, family. We had a whole report on sleep. Sleep is very, very important. Your body repairs itself between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. If you are not resting properly, you're not giving your body the proper rest, your body can't heal itself. You're not shutting down your brain so it can just relax with that serotonin and dopamine, and you're overworking the neurotransmitter. We got to calm it down. We got to rest. If you got to get the sound box and put in your room,
which is a very good device to have.
It has the water, has the rain, has the rocks,
thunder,
and has
lightning.
He plays this thing every night.
It's just a beautiful thing. It just puts you in a
mind. You don't even hear it. He be out like that.
Yeah, it's to put you in a state of calm. I don't stress at all anyway, but I just love.
He's gone. He fall asleep so fast.
Exactly. I just love the sound of thunder, rain, water flowing. Those things of the earth, those elements. I love to hear this. It's so therapeutic for me. I really do love it. It relaxes
but it is very therapeutic.
Absolutely.
So that's it. Get enough sleep. If you're suffering from insomnia, you're up walking around, get productive. Get you a book. Get you a really good book. Start writing your thoughts down. Read your Bible. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. That's the Bible. Get into the Word. So the next one is developing coping skills. How well do you cope with anything? What gets under your skin? I was like, oh God, here she come again.
There you go. And I see you missing that, Gay. She had one too. She said very relaxing. Absolutely,
What's that? Oh, the sound box. Oh yeah,
awesome,
absolutely.
Awesome, President, awesome.
But develop those coping skills. You might be sitting in the office across from somebody that you can't stand. If that girl say one more thing, there, she getting a staple in the side of her head. I mean, I used to be there. Yes, staple, anything.
Not the stapler, staple.
Staple, you name it, she can have it. I was at that point, family. I changed my location. But people going to most accidents are on Monday morning. Going to a place
you
that they don't
want to go
be.
to.
First, you didn't get any sleep Sunday night because you're up watching the clock every 15 minutes. And then you get up and you're rushing around. And most accidents are on a Monday morning, getting to work. So the next one is that's dealing with coping with stress. The next one is meditation. I just spoke about that. Find a quiet room in your house. 3 minutes of meditation. It's about the breathing. We got the breathing technique, the 4-7-8. I wrote that down here too. Y'all know I'm big on the breathing technique. You want to inhale on 4 through your nose. You want to hold for 7 and then breathe out of your mouth on 8. Make sure you are sitting down. It is very, very relaxing. You could try it right now while Reggie and I are running our mouth. Do that breathing technique. You could do it anywhere at any time. Take a few minutes. If you do it enough, it will help lower your blood pressure because it's calming you down, really calming you down. It's better than counting to 10. 4-7-8 breath.
Correct.
So that you put that in your meditation. And then they have guided meditations. You can go on Netflix or YouTube and get guided meditation. They'll guide you through it, tell you to lay down, lay on your back, get your stones, get your music, do what you need to do to meditate, and just tune everything out. Just start with 3 minutes a day. And it's hard to meditate. That's a science to that. Because your mind will wander off, but you got to come back because you're in meditation. Guided meditation will help you stay focused. So start there. But it's very therapeutic. Now, if all of that doesn't work, your next step is to go get professional help.
Exactly.
Nothing to be ashamed of, family. If you got to go talk to somebody, call them. There's a website. It's called betterhelp.com. These are psychiatrists online that you can talk to. I had quite a few websites. There's one from the Mayo Clinic. There's a website. Did I have to write that one down?
While you're looking for that, I was going to say too,
ahead,
check your health insurance. For those that have health insurance, check. A lot of insurance will cover those expenses for therapists.
Absolutely.
And it's worth it. Use it if you need to.
Absolutely. You're paying for it anyway,
so might as well get everything out of it that you can.
You got that right. BetterHelp.com. That's it right here. BetterHelp.com. It's a website that you can call. It's advice. You can get advice at home from psychiatrists, all licensed therapists. And then if you really need to talk to somebody about if you're having suicidal thoughts, the suicide crisis hotline is just 988. 988. Teach it to your children. If they need somebody to talk to, just call the number, air it out, get it off your chest, just talk to somebody. Keep an eye on your children, family, because our children are suffering through this as well.
That's right.
So that is how you can deal with mental illness. So now we're going to share with you, let me see if I covered everything. Oh, let me go over some of the mental illnesses. I just want to name a few. Name just a few. You have mood disorders. 1 in 5 have a mood disorder. The next one is persistent depression disorder. Persistent depression disorder. This disorder is mental health issues in which you experience symptoms of depression most days for at least 2 years.
Absolutely.
That's serious.
That's very serious. That's the one I was speaking about earlier. This is his position right here.
There you go. The next one is bipolar disorder. That's when you have your ups and your downs, emotional, you're upbeat, you're wired, expansive, euphoric, and then the next minute you're down, you're crying, you're sitting in a corner. That's bipolar. You have your ups and downs. The next one is postpartum depression. Pregnant ladies go through it as well because your hormones are all over the place. So you don't know where you are in there. Get help if you need it. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder. That's another one. PMS issues. Ladies, that time in the month you feel like you can stab somebody in the neck, you might want to be by yourself. But those are serious issues. Those are serious issues for women at that time of the month because they don't know how to deal with it. Pay attention to that. If your daughter needs, say, Ma, leave me alone. Leave your daughter alone. The next one is generalized anxiety disorder. That's feeling restlessness, being on edge, irritable. Your thoughts are excessive worry, unrealistic views, and trouble in concentrating. The next one is obsessive compulsive disorder. That's OCD. That's where you have to line things up all the time. Everything has to be in order. Or you thought you turned the oven off and you got to go and check 7 times. Did I turn the oven off? Did I turn the oven
3 times?
I had my Bobby, my brother-in-law, he had the thing with washing his hands. He just washed his hands. He'll come and sit down. Oh, I got to go wash my hands. It's just something that he had to do. Every now and then he had to go wash his hands. His hands was all cracked up and everything, but that was just a disorder that he had.
And they say everybody has a little bit of that in them.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. Because I could get a little obsessive. You didn't put that back.
Yep, exactly.
If you take something, go put it back
where you got it from. Yeah.
If you didn't, you're going to hear my mouth. You don't want to hear my mouth, put it back.
My daughter has a little bit of it. She all her oatmeal boxes, cereal boxes, all have to be in size, order, and label out.
I call it organization.
But that's the same thing.
I'm not obsessive about it, but I like organized things. And I know I'm not alone.
With all What you're doing right now. See?
There you go. Panic disorder is another one. People have just panic attacks. You could just get someplace and you feel like everything is closing in on you and you can have a panic attack. Or people that can't talk in front of others, they'll go into a straight panic attack. Your blood start welling up to your head and you can pass out for real.
Some
It's
people
a
do that.
serious
It's
issue.
serious.
The next one is phobias. Some people just have phobias, all kind of phobias. Phobias of mental disorder is which you feel extreme fear
See?
when something triggers that phobia. The trigger could be heights, snakes, closed in spaces. It could be anything. The symptoms are feeling of dying, losing control, fainting, sense of being detached from your body. That's a serious phobia. If there's a bug in the house, I got a phobia. Ready?
Oh yeah. She don't like no
Get
bugs
in
at all.
there. For real.
None.
That's a phobia of mine. The next one is social anxiety. Some people don't like to be in the crowds. You know, they don't crowds just irritate them. You don't want to be in a social crowd. It's fear of being judged, embarrassed, humiliated, humiliated of strangers. You know, you don't want to be in that physical. The behaviors avoid speaking to other people, being center of attention, analyzing your social performance after the fact. Some people do have social anxiety. Physically, you're blushing, you're trembling, you're sweating, fast heartbeat, nausea. These are real symptoms that people be having. You're just like because I wasn't always one to be in front of anybody.
Nope.
That's this one over here. Leave me behind the scenes. I'm just fine.
But now look, you've outcome that. You've conquered that fear.
Because I got something to tell y'all. Y'all got to hear about this.
Once you throw in front of the bus, hey.
That's what I'm saying. You're always throwing somebody under the bus.
Yep.
Bulimia is another one. Binge eating is another one. People just be eating for no reason at all. Post-traumatic stress syndrome. This is what our children are suffering with. And it's a stressful event like being in combat, being isolated can trigger PTSD. This mental health condition can last for months, even years, if left untreated. You got to get some help for that. Symptoms include memories, intrusive memories, nightmares, avoiding anything that reminds you of that event, negative thoughts and feelings, being easily startled, trouble sleeping, irritable, anger, aggressiveness, post-traumatic stress syndrome is serious. And I was saying all these things that's happening in these schools with these babies, these kids are suffering from PTSD.
Think about the children overseas that's involved in the
through
war.
That right now, crying for their parents. And their parents are under rubble somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, think about what they're going through right now.
It's terrible.
And they don't have nobody that they can talk to. Think about that. What their life's going to be.
Narcissistic. I gotta touch this one. Narcissistic. There's some narcissistic people out there. Let me just give you the definition of that. Those with narcissistic personality disorders have little empathy for others. They just don't care. It's all about them. They are self-centered and they have an excessive elevated self-image. They might think you have extraordinary powers, talents, and beauty. You might expect others to praise you continuously if you have this mental health issues. These people want you to worship the ground they walk on. That is a narcissist. I don't think you want to be around too many like that. Or you just, everybody has their space.
Correct.
Schizophrenia is another one. Mental health disorder. And this seems to be on the rise. Schizophrenic is one of a serious chronic psychotic disorder. Symptoms usually start between the ages of 16 to 30. They include positive signs, things that happen, negative symptoms, things that are absent or decreased. Positive symptoms, hallucinations, delusions, dysfunctional ways of thinking, and moving disorders.
So the one that just killed his family, that's his pattern.
He was a schizophrenic.
That's his pattern right there.
He thought people were following him,
watching him.
And his family was truly afraid of him. Correct. How can you have him in your house and you lay down to go to sleep at night?
Yeah, because they say he would, at any time he'll just holler real loud.
He would just scream to the top of his lungs. So how can you, he
may have been hearing voices. That was his way of trying to
crowd out the noises.
You never know.
You never know what somebody is going through. You just don't, or what happens, or what triggered it. You got to just pay attention to everything. Hallucinations.
You may be looking at someone you know, but what you're seeing them something different. It could be monstrous to you. They're not looking the same, and you're feeling it, but that could cause that snap, and you never know. Take you right out. You never know.
Really, really don't. You have no idea what somebody is going through.
Correct.
And that's why I say you just got to be kind all the time. You out there having a rough day, you might run into somebody that's having a rougher day. So now there's some serious road rage, there's some slashing going on, some swinging going on. You got to just take care of yourself and your family.
What was that movie? Michael Douglas, when he was stuck in traffic, lost his job.
Fired, I know what you're talking about.
And he just went on a rage.
That was a movie with Michael Douglas. I can't remember the name of that. Everywhere he went, he was just taking it out on everybody. He went to the fast food. I want a hamburger. My hamburger don't look like that hamburger. He went off on that.
Right.
But you got to pay attention to all these things. I mean, all of these things. So the next one is paranoia, dependent. These are just some disorders. Alcohol, legal or prescription drugs. Right now, it's so many drugs on the street. Now they got the CBD and they got the gummies. Did you see that the little baby took the gummies to school, had his whole class high and sick?
thought it was regular candy.
It was gummy candy.
They didn't know.
He got everybody sick. It was just a school bus driver too. Ran the bus off the road. He ate a whole bag of
that he thought was regular gummies,
but it wasn't. It was
CBD infused gummies.
So you got to be careful of these things that's on the market. So again, I just want to share with you.
Hey, Miss Lynn Flanagan.
Okay, Lynn is on there?
Yes, that's my sister-in-law.
Okay,
Merry Christmas. How you doing?
Let me see. I just want to talk about the suicide rate. Oh, brain chemistry. Here's the brain chemistry. The neurotransmitters are naturally occurring in your brain all the time that carry signals to other parts of your brain and your body. Your nerve receptors, your nerve symptoms can change, leading to depression. Some people with mental illness are actually suffering from malnourished brains.
And let me say something. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Feed your brain.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
About those neurotransmitters, and this is how it acts. It shoots like this. Those neurotransmitters, those firing that's in the brain, a good healthy brain fires back and forth, back and forth. But what tends to happen when those issues start to take place, you're getting this. Nothing firing back. That's causing some serious issues, and some don't get nothing at all. Absolutely. And they can see these brain patterns on those who are suffering from mental illness versus a healthy brain. And someone who's going through it, you can clearly see that.
That's what he does.
And that's serious. Because remember, we're all energy, and it can show.
But you have to feed your brains, family. Yes. When you're having a headache, you might just need water. You might just need to hydrate. So you got to just listen to your body. I say that all the time. Listen to your body, because your body's always sending you signals. So some people with mental illness are actually suffering from a malnourished brain. You got to eat good. If you eat good, you'll think good. Everything starts at the head and works its way down. You need your folic acid. You need your zinc. You need your B vitamins, your B6, your B12, B5.
All B for brain.
All of these B for brains. Our bodies can't make neurotransmitters serotonin and dopamine, which are involved in our mood and cognitive. Your brain, like the rest of your body, it needs to receive its supply of oxygen, nutrients from the blood so it can function properly. Your brain also needs a high dose of nutrients to fight free radicals, and that is called antioxidants. Antioxidants. We got antioxidants.
We got it.
We got that. So there's no reason why antioxidants are essential for good health. They help fight free radicals.
And we talk about it all the time.
All the time. So now I just want to go into a diet, family, why we need to feed our brains. We need to feed our brains. Absolutely. A good diet is crucial to brain health. You want to eat organically when possible. Check those PLU numbers that I talk about. You always want to look for the number 9. The little sticker that comes on your fruits and vegetables, always look for the number 9.
That's
9
organic.
is organic. You got 3s and 4s that's generally modified, made in a factory somewhere, mixed with something else.
Correct.
So try to eat organically when you can. whenever possible, because conventionally grown foods often contain toxins. So you definitely have to wash your food thoroughly before eating. Your fruits definitely need to be washed. Soak them in vinegar and baking soda, get the fruit washes. Make sure you wash all them toxins off of your fruit before you eat it. Don't go in the supermarket and just start eating them little grapes. You
Right.
eating all kind of pesticides and
other
everybody else who touched them grapes. So don't do that. Recommended foods that are high in antioxidants, vitamins A, C, and E will combat damage from free radicals. We say eat your G bombs. Your G bombs are your greens, your beans, your onions, your mushrooms, your berries, and your seeds. All berries are good.
Correct.
Onions are good for you. Can lower your blood pressure. Good for your skin. All of that. Your nuts and seeds, excellent. Good nuts and seeds can help with certain issues like high blood pressure, cholesterol. Brazil nuts can bring your cholesterol down. Walnuts, omega-3, 6, and 9. So your nuts are really good. Start eating nuts, and they're expensive, family. That's why they're good for you, because they high. they high. Take all your money. Read that, Reggie. What that say?
Okay, Miss Beverly. That's Miss Beverly.
The next one said a deficiency in B vitamins can cause memory problems. You need all of your B vitamins: B1, B2, B5, B6, B12. All your B vitamins. Remember, B for brains. You need your B vitamins. The next one, it says, get a good source of fiber. Fiber can help sweep toxins out of your body. We had a whole report on how your body repairs itself. Every 365 days, you get a new body. Right. But it depends on what you're putting in that body and how that new body is going to respond.
Exactly, absolutely.
You keep putting the junk in, that's why your knees still hurting, your elbows hurting, your neck hurt when you get up, and your back can't get it together. If you started eating more fruits and vegetables,
good things that the body needs,
you'll see everything will start to clear up. I kid you not. Just try it. Take my word for it. Just try it. The next one is berries. Berries are excellent for brain health. All berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, all berries,
acai berry,
goji berries,
pomegranate.
All berries are good for you. He's naming those fruits because they're in our regular beans.
That's right. It's in our products.
All berries are absolutely wonderful for you.
Yes, they are.
So also consume fish. Fish is good. Good omega-3s. Omegas lubricates those joints. Get everything moving.
And understand
so you don't get crickety and crankety.
Exactly.
And
now,
like
omegas you can get from fruit. I mean, from your seeds as well as your fish. Those omegas come from both.
Absolutely.
All right.
So again, here's some things you need to drastically stay away from if you're having some mental illnesses. Drastically reduce your intake of foods that are high in cholesterol, high in saturated fats. They impelled blood flow. So you want to stay away from sugar if possible. We did a whole report on sugar. Sugar is the weapon of mass destruction.
Yes, it is.
It is 8 times addictive as heroin. Sugar. And they're putting it in everything.
The same part of the brain.
Addictive. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So avoid sugar. The next one is processed food.
That you should definitely stay away from.
That's all fast food, people. It's processed. Now they're making meat in factories. It's not even real meat.
And now they're cloning food or something?
They're cloning food. They can make a hamburger out of a machine. Be mindful of what you eat. That's fast food. You don't want any of that stuff that's out there in the street. You don't know where it's coming from.
If you're not making it yourself, preparing it yourself,
I
ain't eating it.
So definitely fast food, which add nothing and very little way of vitamins and minerals to your diet. Nothing.
Fake food.
So the next one to avoid is alcohol. Alcohol destroys brain cells.
And it's a lot of sugar in alcohol.
Yes, it is. But you heard me. It destroys brain cells. That's why people get a little loopy. They call it the spirits. You have enough cocktails. You got the spirit in you, all right. So alcohol destroys brain cells. Remember that. It also causes dehydration. Too much alcohol, dehydration, family. So you got to stay hydrated. Drink that water. Hydration is critical to wash out toxins out of your body. Hydration, healthy water is best, not tap water. We had talked about that too. Not tap water. You don't want to drink water from the fountain. You want to get the what you call that thing to put on your sink, filter.
Filter.
Get filtered. Try to stay away from plastic bottles, water. That plastic comes off in that water. So if you got bottled water in the trunk of your car, you need to just throw that
Yeah,
out because those
definitely that.
chemicals have soaked into your water. So you don't want that.
There's a heat that builds up, especially in the
Absolutely.
summertime. Never
So-
keep water in your car in the
in your
summertime.
car ever. So the
Never.
best water is distilled water, fresh water, a good clean reverse osmosis. You can get those, you can go pick up some water like that. Or just put some lemon in your water, alkaline your water,
Correct.
lemon, lime. You could put some cucumbers in there to alkaline your water. And then the other one is get rest. Get your proper rest. So that is going to complete our report on mental illness. If you need to talk to somebody, the number is 988. The website is betterhealth.com. Now we want to share with you, our commercial director has to be on the line.
Oh yeah, she's
and
here.
she wants to share something with our family.
Before we do that, she's gonna unmute herself in just a minute. I think I just sent it to her. Yes, she has it. I just want to share with you guys, our commercial director, Mrs. Liliana Santiago from the West Coast is joining us tonight. And, you know, with our Awareness Wednesday platform, we wanted to kind of snap it up for the holidays, you know, give you a little incentive. And it's amazing to be able to work with someone like her. You know, we congratulate her for one, being the new promoted to commercial director. Congratulations on that. But she is joining us on our platform tonight because she has a special treat for all of you. So I want you to pay close attention as she speaks and bring this information forward, okay? Because we're talking about mental health. So it's going to give you something that's going to pertain to that brain health. Miss Liliana Santiago, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am. I'm here. I'm connected. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Let me, you guys talked about, you know, most of our products that help for the brain. Now, thank you so much for all that information. That is an amazing presentation. I mean, we need to get more people connected to this platform.
Absolutely.
You know, as much people as we can. Like you said, there's so many things going on out there. And sometimes we just don't acknowledge everything that's going on, even with our family members and friends. Just by offering these amazing products, we can, you know, we can do so much for them.
Indeed, we can.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah. So do we have anyone here that's that was invited by a distributor, or we are all distributors here?
I believe, I'm not sure, because you know it's an open platform and you never know who may be. But if there are any distributors that have a guest on, or if you're a guest, yes, we do. You can put it in the chat if you can, and we'll acknowledge that you are. All right, we'll do it. We'll see what happens.
So you want me to go over the products, Miss Liliana?
We'll let her talk about
yes, please. You go over the products, and then I go over the incentive at the end, so you guys know how to.
Okay. So we're in a health and wellness company, all natural products. We have been for 15 years. Me personally, I can swear by the products. I have put them to the test, went to GNC, compared things, prices. I've done it all for you. So the products that we have
here. What's the package called?
The package is called, we're going to call it brain food, a brain food combo, because we have to feed our brains.
Brain health combo.
Brain health combo.
There you go.
Get a healthy brain with these particular products.
Correct.
Now, the products that I chose.
That before she speaks about them, we do have a disclaimer.
Please.
We always have to get a disclaimer out there. It's the law. We must do this. These products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, are designed to mitigate, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But all we do know, we have the best products on this side of heaven. By our opinion, they are the best. Take it away. Disclaimer's done.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, sir. So the products that I have chose would be the Red Lviv, and very, very high in antioxidants. It has full of berries. It has 5 berries from around the world. Mr. Flanagan, what are the berries?
The berries are noni, acai berry, mangosteen, goji, and pomegranate. 5 super fruits. The report talked about antioxidants is key to good brain health. This product is loaded with antioxidants. We can't express it enough. Don't go a day without it. That product is absolutely awesome for the brain, awesome for the body, awesome for good optimal health.
Absolutely. The next one we're going to have is our Multi Plus. It is now our Yellow Lviv. It is a multivitamin, has multi-purposes. It is excellent for stress. has some wonderful products in it. I mean, ingredients in it, all of your B vitamins for your brains. Absolutely. It's like a brain tonic, a good multivitamin. The next product we have is going to be our green Lviv. This is for detoxification. What goes in must come out. So it's loaded with herbs and vegetables. Good things in, good things out. So those three, the red, the yellow, and the green. We're also going to have our shield. Our shield is immune booster.
Immune booster.
Yeah, that.
That's a tongue twister.
Yes, it is. And it's loaded with zinc, vitamin C, another berry, elderberry. With the seasons changing, it boosts your immune system. So it has everything that your body is asking for. Go grab one of the kits there, Fantastic Four. The other product I would like to add is our Green 29. Green 29 are all vegetables. All of your vegetables that you should get in your body on a daily basis. So it's loaded with vegetables, your Green 29. The Green 29 also has superfoods in it, kelp, spirulina, and chlorella. They help to sweep toxins out of your body, out of your brain. That's brain food, help get those toxins out. And then last but not least is our Memory Fusion. This is brain food for your brain, Memory Fusion. It has the lion's mane mushrooms. I know you've heard about it. It's been practically everywhere. It's bacopa is another mushroom. It's brain food. You have to feed your brain. So that is the combo. The 4, the Green 29, and the shield and Memory Fusion. This is a basket that I made up. This is a gift for Christmas. You have all 3 and your shield. Again, we are in business for ourselves. This is the gift that keeps on giving. When you give out anything, you want to put your label on it. So if they run out, they know how to get in contact with you. So that is the combo that we put together for brain food. What did you call it? Brain health. Brain health, for brain health. So there we have that combo. So Miss Linda Johnson said, this is Flanagan University. I love that. Absolutely love that. So we're going to bring back Miss Liliana, and she's going to give you an incentive on purchasing that brain combo, brain food combo. All right. Miss Liliana, take it away. Miss Liliana, you're back. You can unmute yourself and give them that.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. Amazing information. Like you guys say, you know what? It's not, it's only about what we know about this product. My leader has been in the company for the past 30 years. I myself have been in the company for over 12 years. All I have gotten from these amazing products is more health, more beauty, more wellness. So I mean, what can I say? Super happy about being here. So yes, of course, we share the product because we care, because we love to help everybody. So thank you guys for taking this time. And the incentive for today will be the first 5 orders. The first 5 orders of this packet. Now, Victoria and Reggie are going to share with you guys in their chat to their leaders this amazing packet so you guys can help many more people. And you guys don't need to be going through depression or anything like that to purchase this packet. It is a prevention packet too, and it can be for you, and you can share the products with somebody else too. This is an amazing gift for this Christmas. So first 5 orders will go into a raffle to win a Body Magic completely free. So a Body Magic for free on the first 5 orders. Get it done, Reggie and Victoria, because we're gonna
do it.
All right, exactly. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, so if we have a gentleman here and he's like, well, I don't want the Body Magic, I want it for myself. Yes, we can do an abdomen. So let me know who's the winner and we will get it on their next order.
Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Thank you. You heard it here, folks. You want to purchase that combo, your brain food combo, your brain, what we call it? Brain health combo. Brain health combo. It's a gift that keeps on giving, and everybody in the family can take it. So you're helping everybody, from the baby in the house to grandma in the house. It's a good starter for the new year too. Absolutely. Get your brain right. Get focused for the new year. We're going into 2024, and you can start it off fantastic with this combo. So that's what we have for you this evening.
And
There's
here's how we're
something
going
else?
to do it. So you need to take down my number. So write this down. And you can type it in the chat if you need to. But here's the number. My cell number is 973-420-8632. 973-420-8632.
Get
Now,
my combo.
the time is 7:10. So the first 5 that text me will be entered into that. The first 5 who text me first 5. All right, so you need to get on it right now, 973-420-8632. And we're going to send the information over to Miss Liliana, and we're going to take care of you. Uh-oh, it's coming through. All right, so let's make it happen. The
Yes,
first
thank
5,
you.
all right?
Awesome. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday connected here too with more people on the call, because we will be doing the same thing. And I might be adding a little something extra, because Christmas is coming. We want to look good and feel healthy, feel amazing. So
that's right.
Come on,
keep
let's
on
get
elevating. Don't keep elevating, but you got to be connected to win it.
Sounds good.
All right?
Sounds good. Okay, family.
Awesome.
The clock starts now.
See you guys next Wednesday.
All right. Have a great one. As always, we appreciate all of you for joining us on our Awareness Wednesday Prime Time. We really appreciate you. Have no idea how much this means to us, because you guys make it all worth it that you're here getting good, positive, effective information from this young lady to my left, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan. Now, you see why I call her my better 7/8, because she's way more than just my half.
I just enjoy it.
She do her thing, and you can feel her passion when she talks about it, all right? She is the true urchin. So with that being said,
I want you healthy. I want you right.
That's right. We want you right. We want you right, all right? So thank you again. And as always, we what? We love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it either.
We didn't bring our drink, Reggie.
You know what? We forgot our drink.
You never remember our drink.
We've been doing so much, we forgot our drink.
We running around all
right,
day.
it's all good. Here, fake it.
Next week, family, we're talking about depression. Next week is depression.
Yes.
Get your family members on. This is the season, like I said.
973-420-8632, Ms. Orr. That's my cell.
I put it in the chat. Reggie's number, 973-420-8632. You get a free body magic or a free abdomen shirt. We're going to keep it tight and right for the holidays.
That's right. And
so
think
get
about it.
yours.
That's straight profit if you sell it.
Hello.
All right, fam.
All right. We went over a little bit, but we love you. We can't help it.
That's
we won't do it again. We're sorry.
Exactly. But that's okay. It's good stuff, good effective information. So with that being said,
I'm drinking a Fantastic Four right now. I hear you, Miss Sabrina.
All right, now let's do this. So Awareness Wednesday next week. Depression. There you go. You got the information, so let's spread the word. All right. So God bless you guys. Take care, and we'll see you on the next Awareness Wednesday Prime Time.
Absolutely. Mental health is a
Bye for now, everybody.
condition. Great information. Thank you, family, for being here. Good stuff, Rich.